fall of Babylon predicted. Come down, and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldean, American Caucasians, for you will no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones, and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, thy shame shall be seen, I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man, I will not spare anyone. As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent, and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called, the Queen of Kingdoms. I was angry with my people, I have polluted mine inheritance, and given them into your hand, you showed them no mercy, upon the old, aged, have you very heavily laid your yoke. And thou said, I shall be a queen forever, so that thou did not lay these things to thy heart, neither did you remember the eventual consequence of it. Therefore hear now this, you are given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me, I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children, but these two things shall come to you in a moment in one day, the loss of children, and widowhood, they shall come upon you in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. For you have trusted in your wickedness, you have said, none sees me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee, and you have said in your heart, I am, and none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon you, you will not know from whence it rise, and mischief shall fall upon you, you will not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon you suddenly, which you will not know. Stand now with your enchantments, and with the multitude of you sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, if so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators, stand up, and save thee from these things that shall come upon you. Behold, they shall be as stubble, the fire shall burn them, they shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame, there shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants, from thy youth, they shall wander every one to his quarter, none shall save thee.
He said, I just got this down from upstairs from the Secretary of Defense office today, and he said, this is a memo that describes how we're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years, starting with Iraq, and then Syria, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and finishing off Iran. I said, is it classified? He said, yes, sir. I said, well, don't show it to me. If you were Iranian, you probably believe that you were mostly already at war with the United States anyway, since we've asserted that their government needs regime change. So, and we've asked Congress to appropriate $75 million to do it, and we are supporting terrorist groups, apparently, who are infiltrating and blowing up things inside Iran. And if we're not doing it, let's put it this way, we're probably cognizant of it and encouraging it. So it's not surprising that we're moving to a point of confrontation crisis with Iran. I'm going to guess that none of this surprises you, Professor Sachs.
Suleiman Rahim here, Messenger of the Covenant, breaker of 7 seals. Brothers and sisters, second here. Oh, by the way, I did get some rest. I was like, I was pretty much out yesterday, but my wife kept telling me you need to get some rest, so I did take a couple of hours. Hope that's enough. I reviewed my presentation yesterday, and I guess it's okay. It's a few things I would have done differently, but brothers and sisters, in the battlefield, there's no time for rest. Rest is when the war is won. That's when the rest comes. And we're in the battlefield, at least I am. So we got some bystanders, we got some collaborators, a lot of butt broken. Sad. Anyway, brothers and sisters, part two. But anyway, for that commentary, the day of the Lord has arrived. It says, has arrived. Has arrived. The more to come has arrived. In the next couple of days, right, you're going to see things that you never saw before, that you never thought you'd see before. And that's just the beginning. Beginning of time, unprecedented trouble. What you're going to see within the next 24 hours is going to rock you. It's going to rock the planet. That's the God making his debut. Right? Rock the planet. You know, if you will, you want to use that word earthquakes. I don't mean earthquakes like, you know, the world's shaking. Right? I'm talking about the European country. They've been shaking because look what's been. Everybody's really inflamed right now. Right? Look what happened. What's happened since 2020? COVID. Oh, that shipped to European countries. It was most affected by it. It didn't affect Africa. It didn't affect me. It didn't affect the demons. COVID. That shook them. Right? What happened after that? Well, we're going to fast forward to well, we had, you know, Russia and Ukraine, right? And then what happens after that? All the confrontation in the Middle East you never saw before. What, I mean, direct attacks on Iran and carry on. Right? These were major things. See? And then they're pending. Everybody's on the edge waiting for Iran to respond to. But before that, you had October 7th. And omniscient desolation. That's why I said it'd be like birth pains. See, I'm not a woman, so, you know, but they probably explain it better than me. But it says, you know, the pains get quicker and more intense. That's what you're seeing. So if these things happen, get more and more, get quicker. And you see, you know, Lion Farrakhan, he don't know. So he chimed in on one of them. Oh, man, that's Armageddon. He chimed in on Ukraine. Now he said, shut up. That's the best thing he ever probably did is shut up. Because God told me, shut up. Because he thought that was it. It wasn't. I said, no, that's not it. It's just one of them, right? Labor pain, I don't know what they call individual pain, right? It's just one of them. Because our nation's about to be born. You understand? So those labor pains, they come in quicker and quicker and more intense. More intense, right? You had the situation going on October 7th, right? And then abomination, desolation, that's rocking the planet. These are planet-shaking events. And they get more and more intense. Ever more intense. And then recently, Syria. Oh, that's got the planet rocking. That's a nation that's been around forever. Right? Oh, no, I knew it so happened. I saw it happening. And it's not over. It's not over. Syria's not gone. It's just taken down. Right? See? Because, remember, if you understand the angel, right? Michael and his angels, see, so they're going to be involved in this war. So something's going to happen on that front. But what? And then look what false Israel are doing. They bomb into place day and night, literally like 800 sorties or whatever, destroying it. And they taking land. I said, all these things, well, it didn't say in detail, but it said Syria had to be taken down. And then Maximum Hunt would make his move. And we got the time frames, everything else. See? So all these are major events. And now I'm talking nuclear war over Russia and Ukraine. These are earth-shaking events that most people aren't paying attention to. they desensitized to it. These are events you never see anything like this in your life. You never see anything like this. You know, as I am, right? You ain't see anything like this since Vietnam. You ain't see anything like this in Vietnam. Vietnam was someplace over there. And there were no earth-shaking events. World War II wasn't any world-shaking events. It was rocking Europe, but it wasn't anything like this. Well, this is earth-shaking event, and it get more, it get great, it get ever more intense. And every day, the distance between them is faster. So in other words, from one event to the next one is shorter than the last time. So since 2020, right? Look all the things that's happened in 2020. I told you about 2020. What things that happened? Boom, boom, and more intense, and we're more involved. Every time I look around, they try to put this fire, a bigger fire comes up. So now it's big. It's a big deal over in Syria right now. And right now, Syria, they don't understand it, but Syria is actually bringing all these nations into collision. Because now you got Russia and false Israel, face to face with America and Britain and Turkey, face to face, and with resist. They're all coming face to face right there. What could that mean? You never said before. They're all coming face to face in conflict, in anger. All coming face to face right now. They're all right there in Syria, coming face to face. Forces were taking more land. Russia's got forces there. America got forces there. UK got forces near Iran. Israel's forces were taking land, and they bombing, incessantly, 24/7. What could go wrong with that? See? And if you take that little audio that I gave you just now, if you pay close attention to that, it says that, and they all keep saying it's going to come to them suddenly, in like an hour and a day. It'll come suddenly, unexpected. And it said mischief will come upon America. That mischief put out. So what's that mean? That means somebody's plotting against America. Somebody may be betrayed, may be pulled into a trap. They said mischief. That's the word they use. Let's do it again. That's why I'm showing these things, right? That's one of the things I've been doing lately, just going in and looking at other scriptures. Because like I said, that's the field. I read all the scriptures before I went to look for Elijah, but I didn't read it from the perspective of the angel, right? And so therefore, right, once I broke the seals, and the ones that the angel was specifically pointing to, I knew what they were, and I started, and I said, well, I gotta stop this because I'm spending all this time studying. I gotta start getting the word out. So I stopped doing that. And so there's a whole lot of the Bible out there, right, that have not applied the angel to. See? Now, I told people, like I said, you got a lot of ammunition out there, but they don't use it, so that's another story. Because you got the angel, you got the gun. So all you need is the ammunition. If you really had a gun, so you get a gun, and you stand there, and you ain't firing, and you got all this ammunition, what does that mean? You have to ask yourself, what does that mean? See, because when you be real, see, mathematics deal with reality. And like that fool said, a conversation is the greatest communication in the world. That's bullshit. The word, no, it's not. You ever heard of saying, actions speak louder than words? The Quran tells you that too. He said, you think you believe, but I said, you think you can say you believe without being tried? Tribulation is all about actions, not words. See, just saying you believe, say, no, your belief is not enough. You're saying it. You have to be tried. You have to show it. See, that fool, all right, greatest point of communications is your word. That's bullshit. Greatest point of communications is actions. It's be loud of words. Even the devils tell you that. You got to my, oh man, you got you all this wisdom. You out there eating pork and you can't distinguish between a man and woman, all that kind of stuff. You're like, but I got to worry. I don't know whether your actions don't seem like that support that words you say here. I told people I don't speak English anymore. I speak actionless. I even told people in my family, I don't hear nothing. You guys say nothing. Your actions tell me everything I need to know about you. What does it say what says this in the Quran? It says they're on elevated place in all by their marks. Not by their sounds, by their marks, their actions. Okay, so the day of the Lord has arrived, and I got some more things on it. I'm going to some audios I'm going to let you listen to, right? But I want to mention a couple of things from yesterday, right? Now, the king of the south, that represents, in general, God, Magog, Antichrist, but also in specific, talking about false Israel. It says they're going to push. I said yesterday, that's what's happening right now. I said they'll be, and Daniel said they'll be pushing, and that's what they're doing, they push it. Because I explained to you, and I don't know how well I explained to you, but what's happening is all these machinations they're doing, right? They're trying to close in Iran, box Iran in. Because what did that general say from Mexico? He said they want to get all these, they're finally Iran. Because the whole purpose of what they're doing is to take Iran out. That's the whole purpose, to take Iran out. They said they want to do all these other things. So they want to surround Iran, isolate it, and take it out. Okay? So now that's what the Syria thing all about. That's where they're knocking everything down, so they can, so they have a clear path and no restrictions, no obstructions with whoever these rebels, whatever they are. Right? They take all their military might, destroy it all, and so they have a clear path, right, to Iran. See, because how do you get to Iran? You got to go. Now they go to Syria. They couldn't go to Syria before. They'd fly over Jordan or fly over, and so they said, well, "You ain't gonna do it. We ain't gonna let you do it." Now, not because they don't want to do it, because Iran already told them, if you do that, we'll destroy oil and everything. So he said, if you let them fly over you, right, over your airspace, we will take you out, right, along with them. So they told False, no, you can't fly over airspace. See, False don't have a clear path to get to Iran. Have a clear path. So in their mind, they got, so Syria gives it to them because now they can go to Syria, right through Syria, right into Iraq, which is still under American control, right? Right into Iran. Without any detection or whatever. This is all about. That's what I explained to you about senses. See? That's taking Syria's out. Syria's led, that's why it's Syria, and then finally Iran. That's going on, but it's not going to work that way. See? Because when you understand the mathematics, it doesn't matter what they do. It don't matter what low pressure does, it cannot do anything in high pressure. I don't care what it does. And when you put things in that context, first you have to figure out what's low pressure, what's high pressure, who is low pressure, high pressure. And no matter what they do, low pressure cannot overcome high pressure in no way, shape, or form or fashion. That's why scientists say, no hair your hair be harmed. How can they say something like that? Because they know in that case you have higher pressure than the people that's trying to harm you. So they won't have no effect on you whatsoever, not zero. That's if you're applying, right? You put your discipline that gives you the power, and power is pressure. I know most understand this stuff. That's why you go to tribulation. You got to, because they say experience is the best teacher. Because just talking to you, I see talking to you a waste of time. Talking to you a waste of time, right? But the message got to get out. Oh, it's having an effect. It's having an effect on you too. But it says only effect it has on you is that it's moving you, right? You jot bones, you're moving around, but right, but you had no spirit. You don't have your mind back. Because none of you have your mind back. If let's say the scripture scripture, none of you have your mind back. Because you all dry bones. You won't have your mind back until the four winds blow. So if you try to tell me you got your mind back, I know I can tell you you're a lie. Well, although you're saying then the scripture lie. Because if you got your mind back, right, then that is your key. You should be using it. You should be opening them doors. You should be having your weapon should be loaded, firing, and you're not. You're not firing anything like a tree. A tree is not bearing no fruit. You're not firing anything. You're not using ammunition, right? See? Another thing about Cain and Abel. See, Cain, you understand that? Cain was a son of Adam and Eve. But when you say Adam and Eve, say this fool, they always talk about a virgin and all this stuff, right? He got so he knows he raped Mary. Because remember, Mary adultery is a crime. So they saying God's an adulterer. You know what I'm saying? You see, you don't ask questions because remember, Mary's supposed to be married to Joseph. So what God got to do mess with Joseph, mess with Mary, if she's already married to Joseph? Did he ask Joseph permission? See, you don't ask questions about stuff. That means he's making God adulterer. So God's wicked. He and his penalty is death. You should kill him. See? And God loves everybody. Oh, wait a minute. Well, if you listen what the Bible said about Jesus, he's a genocidal maniac. Because he got mad and drowned the whole goddamn planet. Killing everybody. So who could do worse than that? Isn't that genocide? Do you ask questions about this stuff, brothers and sisters? He's a genocidal maniac. That's what, if you believe it literally like they say, that's not what it means. If you look at the Bible literally like they try to tell you, because that's why they went to Iraq, they claim these preachers. Oh, that's not a small story. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. I'm glad I brought that up. They said, they claim Iraq was Babylon. So hey, we got to take Babylon down. And they say Damascus will be a heap of ash right there. So that's just why I take it. See, all thing they're doing right now is seal Bible stuff. But see, Bible's time is over. They're taking it literally. That's what I said. Damascus is supposed to go down and seal Bible. So is Babylon. Babylon's supposed to be Iraq. Damascus is about Syria. See? So they say all this stuff and like, oh, they dictators, they stinkers, most funkiest, evil, wicked people in the world. Then Jesus is a dictator. Yeah, Jesus is a dictator according to sealed Bible. You better do what he said, or kick your ass and burn your ass up forever and never, torment you forever and never, now end. What's that? See, never ask these questions. And then they get mad for you asking questions. I mean, I'll give you an example. Right? Okay, for another thing, right? Is Jesus an alien? Whoa. You never thought that one, did you? Ain't he alien? Did he come from some planet called heaven? Ain't God some planet heaven? So he came with the aliens. So an alien came here, impregnated a earthling, right? And then he teaches his son, and his son, right? Tell everybody, hey, I'm the God. My father's the God of the planet. And then he still could get everybody's attention and get everybody to go along with that. And then once everybody on board, then the aliens come here and say, hey man, we're the God. They took over the planet without even a fight. Took over the planet without even a fight. Because you're a dumbass, went for it. Because you can't prove none of that bullshit, none of it. But that could, I mean, he's an alien. You have to say Jesus an alien? Right? He said he came from someplace else. You say God come from someplace else? To the earth? So you have to say aliens. So the superior element, they got my superior intellect, superior technology. So he said, let's take over that planet. Yeah, this stuff cracks me up. Let's take over that planet. Okay, we'll go ahead and put our genes in one of them over there. And then she won't tell him. And he's superior. He got a superior medical ability and everything else. He healed people and everything else. See, my son. Oh boy. It's too much. It's too much, bud. What do you think about it? Funny as hell. It's funny as hell when you think about it. Oh boy. Oh. Oh boy. Excuse me, brother. Excuse me, brother, just for a minute. I tell you, man. Just think about that story, man. And now they tell you, we got UFOs flying around. Oh, man. Oh, boy. I'm telling you. Wait, no, let's go on. Take off that. Uh-oh, wait, what I'm going here. Yeah. Ooh. This is a pose here. Gotta go. Oh boy. Oh, you gotta make a movie like that. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. The sun shows up from planet planet Xeon. Right? Okay, I'm back. Oh, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Let's bow down. See that dumb now? We took over the planet. Without fight. See? That proves how dumb they are. But I'm missing something here. Hold on a second. Okay, it is. Just point over that one for a minute, brothers and sisters. Because he is an alien, ain't he? He is an alien. You see how dumb all this shit is? Yeah, we've been going for it. So that tells you what condition they put us in, because we're the ones that made the heavens and earth. So how the heck do we fall to this level? How false low to believing bullshit like this? Because you just ask yourself some quick questions. You know? That's why the angels here. They rocked your boat. Right? Okay. So then you know, somebody explored Cain and Abel. Right? Now that's what's it. Cain is the son of, right, that's false Israel. He slew his brother Abel. And once that happened, he got cursed. See? And that's what's happening right now. That's happening as we're speaking. Right? But now, we're on Wednesday, and the day of the Lord has arrived. So let me get into that, brothers and sisters. I'm going to play some verses for you, right? But first, I'm just going to, let me see what I got here. Boy, I'm telling you. Okay, hold on, brothers and sisters. Again, this is from yesterday, brothers and sisters, so just a couple of minutes on that. Yesterday, see, where it's talking about David pushing, says, time in, the king of the south, you're pushing him. That's correct, because they're trying to enclose Iran, so they can take it down. And so now they got it enclosed now. They got a path straight after Iran, for us Israel does. I told you their motivation is, that's why they push so hard right now, because, right, they know they're in the process about to take us out. Let me say something about that too, brothers and sisters. You know, I know you're not paying attention to stuff and everything else, but you ain't paying attention to biological stuff. Now, I was reading Staying Today now, you know, I'm familiar with some of this stuff, but maybe you're familiar with them, I don't know. But they had those biological labs. See, COVID was a biological weapon. It was designed to get rid of us. It was designed to get rid of us. That's a fact. The problem is, they fell in their own trap. Oh, hold on, where are we at here? They fell in their own trap. See, because they test on demons, has the same physiology they have, and it worked. And so when they released it, it was getting them, it wasn't getting us. It worked backwards. It backfired on them. You see, it backfired on them because it didn't affect Africa. Africa didn't do any social distancing, any of that stuff. It wasn't affecting Haiti either, so he got rid of the president because he said he was going to spill the beans. And Africa spilled some beans too because they exposed some stuff too. But it wasn't happening there. It didn't happen to blacks here either. I mean, I got a little touch of it, but it didn't make me sick. I mean, I got a little cough somewhere there too. But it was taken down, demons left and right, and devils. And it hit false Israel the hardest. Remember, those plagues were designed to make them let us go. And now, they had laboratories in China, they had laboratories in Ukraine, and now they reveal that they moved since the Ukraine thing blew up, they moved laboratories in Africa. Now they got this new disease in Africa. They call it Zen or something like that. I can't think of the name of it. And it means like, dancing. I saw pictures of the people. When you get it, you can't really walk. So you walk the way you look, you're dancing. So maybe you can Google it and see it. Look, you're dancing, right? So all of a sudden, see, because the thing is, it's like AIDS was designed to get rid of us too. The thing is, remember, this is warfare, and they got this ethnic thing. And when they deal with these kind of biological, they're going at the genes. So they're trying to isolate the genes. Say, okay, kill this type of gene and don't mess with this type of gene. But they're having a hard time with it because they got a weaker gene and we got a stronger gene. So it's hard to isolate ours. It's hard to isolate ours because we got the dominant gene, and they got the inferior one. See, so that's why this guy was saying this morning. He said they got to come with. They got to make sure before they come up with something, they have a vaccine because it may backfire on them. See, but that's one of the ways they plan to get rid of you. The disease comes up that wipes you out. So they moved to Africa. Why did they move to Africa? Why would they move to Africa? Their biological labs in Africa. Why would they move there? Yeah, start asking questions, brothers and sisters. Okay, let's move on. But anyway, yeah. Right now, and I'm going to try to explain in a few minutes, right? Right now, you're in super danger, but you don't know it. That's why Master Muhammad has to go in. He has to make his move before they do. Because their plan is to destroy you. That's what Eve told me. Eat the apple, I mean, consume it. Can take it out of existence. And they're trying to come with some kind of biological weapon that will just wipe it up. They say, oh, well, we just got them. I mean, look at COVID. COVID just got these people. Like I said, false Israel hit the hardest. So they said, oh, it wasn't our fault, man. This disease got rid of black people. You see? And on that note, one other thing too. See, all this stuff is being exposed. I'm exposed a lot. I'm exposed a lot more. got so much to tell you, brothers and sisters. Like I said, it's just me. I mean, you know. So, they could pull up skirt, because that's what's going on. That's partially what's going on right now. Because everybody's starting to say America's walking around so holy, we holy, civil rights and human rights, all that kind of stuff. And look what's going on with false Israel. And they back supporting it. And the same thing that false Israel doing over there, right? They say, oh, it's bad if Russia does it, but it's good if false Israel does it. And they want to put Putin in jail, but false Israel, they already convicted. I mean, they already charged the man, and but it's we don't listen to that stuff. But the point is that they're exposed because I said your brain. So that's the problem. That's one of the problems with AI. The reason why they talk about AI, we got to pass these laws and everything, because they got to make AI lie. Because remember, it's a calculator. And so if you give it the history of what the real history is, going to say America's evil. It's going to say America's evil. They should be in prison. There's no statute of limitation on murder and rape. America, they can't have AI come back with those type of answers. So they got to teach it a lie. They got to give it okay, let me put it this way, and I'm going to go on, bro. Because there's so much to tell you, and I know you don't understand this. One of the reasons they have to neutralize us. It's just like when slavery came, when so-called the Industrial Revolution came, they didn't need you anymore. So they tried to figure out a way to neutralize you, get rid of you. I know you don't understand that. They figured out a way to get rid of you. I know you don't understand because you got all these bad ideas about slavery and everything else. They'd find a way to get rid of you. They didn't need you anymore. It wasn't about slavery. It was about economics and industrial revolution, and they was competing against slave labor. Because Master was putting you out there, and in the plants, they call them plants then, they stopped calling it because it was plantation. They put you out there, and he was taking a job. They weren't paying you hardly anything. They paid you $1 an hour, but Master that was one to get $10 an hour. And you wasn't going to holler, you wouldn't work, you wouldn't fuss, you wouldn't get the money anyway. You should do all the way he told you to do. And you work 24/7, they told you. And they said, man, you got to stop that because, man, you're taking our jobs. And that's what that was all about. You understand? Could I ask people, what would slavery look like in the industrial age? Employee, you're still a slave. See? But you don't understand it. Just like Harriet Tubman says, if she said she could have freed more if they didn't realize they were slaves. So if you didn't realize you were a slave right there, when Master was beating your ass, raping you, butt breaking you, and feeding you shit, and you're not saying you're a slave then, how the hell you understand now? You understand now? You don't. See? So you can ask yourself, I asked somebody not long ago, because he's an educated person, he got a degree and all that stuff, right? He's a neighbor. And every now and then we bump into each other and have a little conversation. So I asked him, I said, what would slavery look like in the industrial age? And he looked at it, and I saw right in his eye, I reckon he understood it. I saw right in his eye, you could see it, and he didn't say anything. Because it didn't hit him. He's a slave. That's what slaves would look like in the industrial age, where we are right now. You're an employee. You're a slave. That car you got 9% of is the same as the mule you had when you was in the fields to get you back and forth to the damn field. So that 9% of your job, your car, and you're paying for it to get you back and forth to the job. You're a slave. So what would slaves look like in AI age? What would slaves look like in AI age? See, AI age. See, because then they turn you into a cyborg. So I'm not getting to all that right now, bro. Since I'm one aspect too. See? Either that or just get rid of you. Because a cyborg, they put implants. They already got the technology to do it. Put implants in there that control you 100%. They control you, turn into a damn robot. You're a Negro butt right now. You was the first robots ever. Negro butts. But they put this thing. Now, you're a cyborg. You're better than a robot because because you got human abilities, and they can rape women and press button and she love it and everything else. That's what that's you look. You work 24/7, and you ain't gonna argue because they put they can check your attitude and mess around and you look at you get that press button on, you get zapped. You ain't gonna be doing all that. They control you electronically. You have no will but nothing. You just be a machine. Either just get rid of you. See, because the bottom line is AI is all about information. You understand? And your brain, it takes information and calculates based on information is given. So what they have to do is they have to change the information that you're getting so to get the outcome they want. So when they get rid of you, because you get rid of history, so they write history, okay, America, they came over here, and America wasn't nobody here. They took it over, made it a great nation, everything else, right? And no mention of you ever being here anything. And if AI gets that information, it just comes out, yeah, man, these are pioneers, man. They changed the world and so forth, so on. Because that's information they have. That's history they're going to get. They can't get a history as long as you're around, unless they made you a cyborg. Right? Especially somebody like me, they can't. So they have to get. Understand? You doing this. These people make decisions not based on how you feel. They make decisions. Actually, they make decisions. That's mathematical decisions based on their self-preservation. When it comes to this, they think mathematically. Everything you see around here, the whole society is based on mathematics, ain't it? Cell phones, computers, cars, all that's mathematics. And they use mathematics against you when you're the mathematician. You're the god of mathematics. I showed you how to use mathematics against you, electricity, all these different things. Let's move on, brown sister. But that's where we are right now. They have to. It's a contest. I mean, we can call it that, right? It's a race to who wants to survive. Because the devils and the Christian Jews, they hate each other. They want to annihilate each other. But you're the only thing that's stopping that. Once you're out the way, they finish the job. And the Jews know this. And so they have to get the upper hand while the devil still needs you to keep you blind to who you are before you rise up and come after them. The Jews know once that happened, so therefore they got to get control. They got to grab the devil's body. And that's happening. Take over the Middle East. Then they got him because the whole reality is fueled by oil. You understand? One brothers and sisters. What we got here? Come on. There's so much to say, brothers and sisters. Okay, I'm not going to do that. Okay, now we're on Wednesday, brothers and sisters. Well, we expect Wednesday, I just told you. Oops. Let's say Tuesday, how did it happen? Okay, I said it's Wednesday. I don't know how I did that, so it said it's Wednesday. Right? So, 2 Peter. But the day of the Lord will come like a thief, in which the heavens will pass away with the roar, elements will be destroyed with intense heat, earth and its works will be discovered. Now, there was a sister that broke that down, and then she never did anything else. I don't get it. She broke that one down. Oh boy, it impressed me, because I never seen anybody break it down. She broke that one down and had it right. So you put these sisters down and you fool. I'm not. I don't know what to do with that. So that's Wednesday. It's Wednesday now. Right? So that means she has the ability to do it. It's just whatever. See. For the great day of their wrath has come. Who is able to stand? It's here. It's not long to come. It's here. And you're going to feel it in the next 24 hours. And that's just beginning. Right? Big blast. Going to shake the world. Right? And it's just going to be, and then the baby's going to be delivered. And once the baby's delivered, you don't need the mom anymore. You're going to put that away. Right? The baby's been delivered. That's what you want was the baby. Right? Right there, the wrath has come. Oops. How did that happen? Okay. I tested this, brother. Sister. I don't know why this worked like that. I tested this. What happened here? Nope. Give me a minute, brothers and sisters. I took my time to test this over and over again, and now it's doing something different. So, give me a second here, brothers and sisters. I hate to keep doing this. Apparently, what happened here? Oops. Okay, we're going to see what happened here. Something went wrong. I don't know why it's doing that. Wrong one. And where's the? Oh, that's why. Oh boy. No, it's okay, brothers. I was trying to do something really slick with this, right? I'll stick myself. Okay, that's what happened. It's new technology I'm experimenting with here, right? And let me just test it real quick, make sure I'm not fooling myself here. Yep, okay, that was it. Okay. That was okay, bro, since I just outwitted myself. Okay. I'm still gonna, that should be Wednesday here. And so I'm not gonna correct that right now because it's not gonna, right? It should be Wednesday. Anyway, so that's why I wanted to go here. There you go. One heaven. That's phase 2. Phase 1 just came through. Okay. So what broke out in heaven?
Silence over, Syria taken down. And I looked when he broke the 6th seal. Silence over.
Okay, bro, so I'm gonna go ahead and play these presentation I was telling you, these audios, and then I'll talk to you afterwards.
Silence over, Syria taken down. And I looked when he broke the 6th seal, and there was a great earthquake, and the sun became as black as sackcloth made of hair, and the whole moon became like blood, and the stars of the sky fell to the earth, as a fig tree drops its unripe figs when shaken by a great wind. The sky was split apart like a scroll when it is rolled up, and every mountain and island was removed from its place. Then the kings of the earth and the eminent people, and the commanders and the wealthy and the strong, and every slave and free person hid themselves in the caves and among the rocks of the mountains, and they said to the mountains and the rocks, Fall on us and hide us from the sight of him who sits on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. 7 For the great day of their wrath has come, and who is able to stand? For the day of the Lord is near for all the nations. Just as you have done, it will be done to you. Your dealings will return on your own head. For just as you drank on my holy mountain, all the nations will drink continually. They will drink to the last drop, and become as if they had never existed. But on Mount Zion there will be those who escape, and it will be holy. And the house of Jacob will possess their property. Then the house of Jacob will be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, but the house of Esau, Levites, will be like stubble. And they will set them on fire and consume them, so that there will be no survivor of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken. Then those of the Negev will possess the mountain of Esau, and those of the Shephelah the Philistine plain. Also, they will possess the territory of Ephraim and the territory of Samaria, and Benjamin the territory of Gilead. And the exiles of this army of the sons of Israel, who are among the Canaanites as far as Zarephath, and the exiles of Jerusalem who are in Sepharad, will possess the cities of the Negev. The deliverers will ascend Mount Zion to judge the mountain of Esau, and the kingdom will be the Lord's. A judgment against America. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amoz did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. I have commanded my sanctified ones, I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together, the Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of his indignation, to destroy the whole land. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand, it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. And they shall be afraid, pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them, they shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth, they shall be amazed one at another, their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light, the sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place, in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up, they shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land. Every one that is found, foreigners, shall be thrust through, and every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes, their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. Behold, I will stir up the Medes, China, the goat, against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb, their eye shall not spare children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged.
Okay, brothers and sisters, what you just heard, if you pay attention to that, that's what you're going to see in the next few days. This year. That's the beginning. It's just going to get worse. And God do a strange things. And do a strange thing means there's something strange. That means unimaginable. It's strange. The strange thing. That's even strange because it's strange. That means it's not even in the scripture. So strange. Otherwise, it wouldn't be strange anymore. If it's already defined in the scripture, it would be strange. Strange when it becomes something strange means something you ain't never seen anything like that before. It's weird. It's beyond imagination. So stuff that's going to happen is not even in the scripture. It's so bad. Scripture. Look what scripture says. And it's talking about the foreigners. It says, I told you about this before. It said the foreigners said, if you're a foreigner here, you're going to be killed. You and your children be torn to pieces and eaten. That's what you're going to see. Because it's going to rock the world. It's going to rock America. It's going to rock the world. And America's going to rock more than anything else. It's going to shake it to the foundation. People are going to be torn. That's what you're going to see. That's what the South's over. Okay? And so the time of David's wrath has come. We're here now. So what you're going to experience in the next 24 hours is just beginning. It's just beginning. It's going to be horrible, terrific, but just the beginning. But if you've been paying, but our people that's paying attention, that's able to get this message in time, they'll be delivered out of it. So I got more to say, but I don't want to get ahead of myself because, again, I'm not going to this process. Again, I don't know if I can read this. Well, I go back. I'm going to close out, brothers and sisters, because it speaks for it actually slide in words. Right? That's what the angel's saying. I'm telling you what it's saying. Unless you got somebody else to know the angel better than me, then you go talk to them. That's what the angel's saying. I'm telling you. Oh, that's what I wanted to mention. I'm glad I took a pause here. You know, as people say, man, America's, they just got Rick Wiles. He was going off yesterday, right? Hey, man, these preachers, man, they tell them they're leading the people in darkness and everything else. I mean, he's talking all this stuff he ain't figured out. The damn preachers, the CIA, NSA, those guys like those high-profile preachers, they're not preachers. They're government agents designed because that's the best form, right? Of propaganda, religion. So you think they would leave that alone? Because that's what got the whole world going. That's good. That's that drive. That's this whole reality. I keep telling you, what this whole reality. It's based on the sealed Bible. I tell you, this whole reality is based on the sealed Bible.
Silence over.
I guess I'm talking to children. I have to explain everything. If I tell you it's based on the sealed Bible, right? Then this government's controlling everything when they want to control that information. Because that information affects people more than politics and everything else. It's religion that's driving this whole thing about false Israel. It's religion. I keep it. But that saying, just said it. This religion is what the whole reality is about that. So wouldn't they want to control that information? So you think Hagen and all those guys, they're all government people. They're all CIA and NSA, they're government people. And so they make sure you telling people, because he's the biggest pusher going after false Israel. I mean, he's the biggest person going after that's back false Israel, that Hagee guy and all these other people, because they're not preachers. They're government people. They're CIA and everything, and that's. I mean, the media is powerful, but what's more powerful than that? The sealed Bible. So maybe I should have said it earlier. I keep assuming I'm talking to adults, and they can read between the lines. If the sealed Bible is what's the whole thing, wouldn't they control that information? They say, "Oh, you can't interfere with the church." Really? Religion? Really? They got control of it. Because that controls people more than the media does. The churches, religion. And so they got people to make sure you get this idea of religion. Because remember, when Martin Luther broke ranks, they killed him the next day. So they're all saying the same thing to keep you, because that controls you more than politics and everything else. Religion. And that's what they ain't out there, somebody just, I'm going to start a church. No, those mega, they mega church might probably because they get financed and everything by the devils. And they built up and everything else. Everybody comes to their church. And what they tell the same old thing. They ain't telling you the devil's the devil. God love America. What's they telling you? That's what the most powerful propaganda is, coming from them, and the church and the government controls it. I'm gonna leave it alone, brothers and sisters. You know, because I keep assuming stuff. I need to stop assuming. Like Mr. Yusuf Shah used to say, when you assume, we make an ass out of you and me. I keep assuming I'm talking to people that can add, subtract. You put something, they can connect the dots and add, subtract. But I guess I have to come and spell everything out. I mean, that was a given. If I told you that this whole thing is based on the sealed Bible, then you say, and they can use the sealed Bible controls by putting false Israel up there. So what they use to control all the people by putting the preachers in there and the preachers be their people? I mean, how powerful? That's. I guess I got, I don't know. Maybe that's what's wearing me out. That's why I go tribulation, brothers and sisters, because this stuff is so clear, so simple. And so I have to come out and say, A, B, what's after C is D. They have to keep 2 plus 3 is 5. I gotta go there. I say, the sealed Bible's whole house is based on the sealed Bible. And they're aware of it. They're aware of it. They use the sealed Bible to control. Right? And those that, we're all affected by it, but you got a controlling factor. You say, it's a controlling factor because they're using to control people's in power. There's a controlling factor because that's why I put false Israel up there. That wasn't somebody just falling. They didn't do it because they believed in it. They knew they did it purposely because they was controlling the religion. To control our religion, controlling our minds. They say, okay, isn't that about false Israel, about the sealed Bible? Controlling you religiously? Leave it alone, brothers and sisters. I don't know. I just, it just goes against my personality, brothers and sisters, but I don't know. I just can't. I can't go out here changing diapers and that's why I can't do that, brothers and sisters. I'm not going to do it. So if you can't keep up, that's up to you. I mean, that should have been a given. The thing about it is serious. I made it very clear. At the 5th seal has to be, right? And they got rid of a lot of stuff, but the point I said, I still got my backups. And a whole series about 60 seals. And I said, the series has to go down first. So I got to keep saying it. I said it. So that people say, hey, that people were studying, they said, hey, they should jump up and say, hey, man, population isolation, that means seals got to be next. And once they see that, I mean, I can't say I didn't tell you. I got a whole bunch of presentations. I got that's what they took down my, whatever they call it, right? My platform. They had it. I did that on, right? So I kept backups. But some people should be aware that I just said. Right? Anyway, brothers and sisters, those preachers and everything, they may be preachers, but they CIA agents. They control you religiously, because that's the best control they can have over you. That's better than politics. It's better than economics too. They control your religion, and they have control of it. It's not just the devil's, yours too. Because the sealed Bible, I said, it's a sealed Bible. Remember, nothing happens by itself. Sealed Bible just sitting there. Or sealed Bible just sitting there, and you, no. It has to be action, force move. So who's the force behind the sealed Bible getting in your mind? Somebody had to do it. Just because sealed Bible sitting there, you pop your mind up. Somebody had to take it and put it on your, give you that mind. And then reinforce it. So who's doing that? Because you go in there and read it, and then it needs somebody to interpret it for you. That's what Farrakhan doing. No, this is what it means. This is what it means. And you don't have to study it. Just have faith. God damn! They're not resting. Don't pay it. You ain't got to study it. You ain't got to use logic. Just have faith. That's what I'm making, brothers and sisters. The aliens. Whoa. Let's see how to set this up. Their door has come. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there, brothers and sisters. On that page.